green light, go. Tires burn the pavement, people wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
meaning credentials.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
In the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
the close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot,
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A plus the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's the
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep it flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's the
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I
Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your prom. Feeling that glowing hill, I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. So suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flyer field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Ready. 90, Wolf, Leo. Big trip.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
General West.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Break. Check, Mike, 54. Mike. Squeeze. Hit it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Sam off. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Buchanan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not well.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hard. Slam. Bravo. Get it.
Off play action. Buchanan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, That's what all the guys are looking for.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Down. 18 Gator. Check. 80 weapons. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. You're out. Shoot.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Protein spill. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it with Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 60 or. You draw Corpus.
Check 9, check 9. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hatchet, hatchet. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Bam! Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Buchanan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun, Buchanan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. Sit down.
Looking to throw. Buchanan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Leo!
Throwing again. Buchanan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Buchanan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol.
We ain't giving up. Look, screen. Hey, orbit. Jim.
From the gun, Buchanan. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First down, Indianapolis.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check 25. Cheetah. Fight.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Christian traffic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
13 yards, first down, Packers. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
Sponge. No. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking.
Off play action. Buchanan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Look at me. Go.
Say. You go tight.
61. Matchbox lights.
Switch. Mark 56.
Gone. Snap.
On second down, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's it, baby.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, Buchanan trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
No.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. And this will be taken at the 13. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
I got you, boy.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
This is Jones. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D.
Rock it.
Here I come again. Whip.
Hey, I 7.
He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Come get some.
Go.
He don't want it.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check. Shift. Out.
Blue draw Corker. Hey, Delta.
Check the backer.
Big grip.
To throw on second down. Buchanan, he's going to air one. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buchanan. It's complete to Jones. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Squeeze.
Under 10. 10. Slam.
Hey, Sam on.
Looking to throw. Buchanan. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hit it.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
That's going to be a long day. Watch twist.
Get it.
Back to throw. Buchanan. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They run, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31. Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
56. Here we go, here we go.
Look at me. Go. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Buchanan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Jones. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Reed.
53. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Rush in.
61, matchbox lights.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, let's go.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
I got you. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
And that's caught inside the 35. drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, as they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is Cook with a grab. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. This is caught inside the 15. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There was some trust in there. There was also some hope.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. 3rd down here.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Sit up.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Topper, topper.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Night, sweetheart.
On 1st and 10, Buchanan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw again. Buchanan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Buchanan. And that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Buchanan. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
2nd and 13. And he slings one that's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His